Teaching the Pledge of Allegiance, Scout Requirement 1F. In my troop, we used to have this old-time scouter named Bob. Now, Bob passed away a number of years ago, but in honor of Bob, we teach the Pledge of Allegiance the same way as he did. Now, Bob, like I said, was an old-time scouter, and he would make sure that each of the requirements was fully understood and able to be interpreted by the scouts. And he did this in a very particular way with the Pledge of Allegiance, as he was a lifelong scouter and a war veteran. So one of the things Bob would do is he would break down the Pledge of Allegiance into little pieces, and he would stop along the way and then start again at the beginning. So, for example, he would start off with having them repeat, "I pledge allegiance," and then say, "Stop." Now, normally the scouts would want to race ahead and get to the end because they all know the Pledge of Allegiance and they could do it in like 30 seconds flat, but that doesn't really teach them very much. So Bob would start off with, "I pledge allegiance," and then say, "Stop," and he would ask questions. So the first question he would ask is, well, what is allegiance? Now, these scouts would just stare at him and act like he was a little bit nuts, hoping he would just go on. But no, he would stop and he would wait. And he'd ask, well, what does allegiance mean? And then they would have a short discussion about what is allegiance. Now, a lot of this is actually in the Boy Scout handbook, but they usually just skim over this because they know what it means here. So we would go piece by piece. He would say, "I pledge allegiance," and say, "Stop," and they talk about it, and then they'd start again from the beginning. He would have them think about it and talk about it slowly. So, "I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America." And he would stop at the United States of America, and they'd have a short discussion about what you're pledging and talk about our country and what it means to be an American. Now, all this was a great opportunity to go through the entire Pledge of Allegiance, to pick apart what it means in total. Bob would stop about 10 times, ending with the last lines like, "For all." And then he would have a discussion about what those two little words would mean, that this country isn't just for the elite or isn't just for those in power, it's for everybody. And they are part of that everybody. The best part about this is that it's a great primer for leading into merit badges like citizenship in the nation. Because if you look at it, all of these requirements are interconnected. If you do it correctly, you get an understanding of our nation, the way our government works, and your part in it. Take what you like, leave the rest. As we say in Wood Badge, feedback is a gift. Leave yours below in the comments with all the hope we can learn together. I'm Scoutmaster Dave, and this was a little bit on Scout Requirement 1F, the Pledge of Allegiance.